Hi, this is John from Chicago. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm just drifting among the trees with my new GPS quad. It's a Hubsan H501S X4 advanced GPS camera drone. I picked this up from GearBest on an app sale for $84. It normally lists for around $250, but it was on a clearance. Looks like they're making way for some of their new quads. Hubsan is going with a gimbal on their newer versions, quads, so it's making these fixed camera quads a little bit obsolete. Today I'm bringing you a GPS quadcopter. It's the Hubsan H501 X4, and this the advanced version with a hobby grade transmitter here. But this quadcopter's been out for about 2 years, and normally if somebody is going to buy a GPS quadcopter and they know they're going to like it, I would say just spend the extra money and buy a DJI quadcopter. They're the most advanced and everything works, and it's probably the thing you want if it does it has a gimbal on it. It does really great, but some people don't want to spend $400, and that's where I came in. These normally go for about $250. They had them on sale about a month ago for I think it was $190 from GearBest, and on top of that, the app store for GearBest had these down to $84. So I just couldn't resist. I ordered one, picked one up, and it's great. So in case there's some more sales on it, I just thought I'd do a quick review and tell you what we got here and show you what we have. This is quite easy to use. The only downside on this is the actual camera. It's a 1080p, which is good, but there's no gimbal on it, so there's no stabilization, so it just points slightly downwards, and that's what you get. So if the quadcopter is fighting the wind like that, your video is going to be crooked. So I just put the battery in. You put it down on the level area. It checks the gyros. Okay, they're good. Now you calibrate the compass is the next. You turn it around a few times. Okay, that did it. And it tells you to calibrate number 2, which is just hold it vertical. And again, turn it around a couple times. And it calibrated it. Let's see. So we're basically all calibrated. Now we just have to wait for satellites, which we have. We have 8 on the craft, which is the purple numbers, and we have 10 on the receiver. This has a GPS in it also, so it knows where it's at. These buttons here are your controls to tell you what settings are. A is for headless. I don't like using headless, so I'm not going to use it. GPS, normally everything's down for off. If you push it up, it'll run on GPS, and right now it's saying that we have 8.3 volts on the drone, and the receiver here is at 9.5. It has a heading of 296, and it's we're 5 feet away from the quad right now with our controller. First thing I want to do is start the camera up, or the video. You push the enter button. It says pull the throttle down. Pull the throttle down, then you hit it again, and it starts counting. So the camera is working. The next step is to actually get the drone going, and to arm it, you just pull your sticks down and out. So we'll pull those down and out. and then we'll just give it some power and lift it up. Okay, it's in GPS mode right now. Let's see, I'll turn it toward us. So it should be videoing me. I'll turn it up a little bit. Well, I guess maybe we'll keep it down low. Let's go over and actually see it. So if we push it, it'll come back to where it was. It seems to be quite stable. It's keeping its position there really good. We'll just fly it around a little bit. Oh yeah, there I am in the on the screen. It has a little looks like 3 inch by about 2.5 inch screen. It's also a 5.8 gigahertz signal, that it's FPV signal that it's shooting out. So I have some goggles on, some Fat Sharks, that I'll try that in a little bit. But let's just turn it here, and we'll just kind of do a couple little circles around us. Quite easy to fly. I bought this for vacations. Two things. I bought this for taking on vacation, to have a nice little camera drone for $84 to take pictures up and down the beach and to take on vacations. The other thing would be if I needed a camera drone, I'd have one to use, and I thought I could probably use it to record actual races that I do. It'll fly for 20 minutes, so I could just put it at one of the gates and have it record. So I have an aerial view of the race going on. So that's why I got it, but I think most people would want a GPS, especially since they've dropped in price. You can get the toy grade ones now for $50, $50 to $100 that are brushed motors. This is brushless, so this is like I said, a $250 unit. I don't think I'd pay $250 for it. I think I'd get one with a gimbal. You could start getting some of the ones with gimbals for that. But still, for $84, it's a no-brainer. So if it goes on sale again, I advise anyone to pick one of these up. The reason I think the reason why they put them on that big of a sale is they wanted to get people using the App Store, and they wanted to clear out some of the inventory. But yeah, so let's take it up a little bit. This is 1080p video, which is good enough for someone like me. It's not as good as the 4K video, but it's good for somebody starting off with GPS photography. Now I'm testing the follow me mode that this quad has. The button on the right, or the switch on the right, you flip it up and it'll follow you. The radio has a GPS in it, and as you move, it will follow you. It'll keep the quadcopter a certain distance, height, and angle from you when you walk around. One of the other modes it has is return to home. I just sent it out about 50 to 100 feet out, and now I push the return to home switch, which is the third switch, and it rotates back around, faces you, and then comes back. If it's not high enough, it'll go up a little higher, then it'll stop over the target and drop back down. I'm stopping it here so it doesn't land. The pros and cons for this quad are it's 2 years old, so it's heavily discounted. It's well made. I only had several of the props break. It's the video is quite good for 1080p. And the FPV is 5.8 gigahertz, so you could use goggles and have a fairly long range. It comes in good. For the cons, there's no gimbal, so the camera is fixed, and this causes in wind the video to be tilted or it shakes a little bit when you change directions. This is also older technology, so it doesn't have any of the new bells and whistles. In summary, if you could get this for under $100, definitely get it. It's a lot better than the inexpensive brushed models. It'll hold up a lot better, and it's a good quad. If you're someone that's looking for the latest of everything and the best, I would get the DJI Mavic Zoom. It was just out this summer. It's around $1,200, and it has all the bells and whistles on it. So that's my review. If you have any questions, please leave those below. Thank you for watching.